So when putting these wheels and tires on, basically what they want you to do is to put these between. Hey guys, welcome back to Revolution XRC, and welcome to the next part of this Vanquish VS4-10 Phoenix build series. In this part of the series, we are going to go over putting together the body as well as the wheels and tires. For this part of the series, you'll need the body and interior, as well as bags I and J. Now as you can see here, I've already painted the body and the interior. For the body, I used Proline airbrush paint. This is Proline Slate Blue. And it's backed with Tamiya PS5 Black. And on the outside, I've sprayed Tamiya PS55 Flat Clear. So it's got that flat, clear slate blue look. I've done the same thing for the rear bed sides. And for the interior, it's just Tamiya PS5 Black with Tamiya PS12 Silver on the seats and Tamiya PS55 Flat Clear over the top. For step 1 of the cab, you'll need these following parts. You'll need these two tiny cap head screws. These are 1/64 by a quarter, and this M3 by 10 countersunk screw. That completes step 1. For step 2 of the cab body, you'll need these following parts and 2 more of these small, tiny imperial length cap head screws. And that completes step 2. For step 3, you'll just need the strips of the provided double-sided tape to attach this piece to this piece. And that completes step 3. For step 4, you'll need these following parts and 4 more of these tiny cap head screws. Now, if you do have LEDs, now's the chance to attach them and put them in the light buckets. If you don't, just go ahead and put it together. And that completes step 4. For step 5, you'll need these following parts and 4 M3x12 cap head screws. And that completes step 5. For step 6, you'll need these following parts. You'll need 8 more of these small cap head screws. And that completes step 6. For step 7, you'll need these following parts. You'll also need 4 more of those tiny cap head screws. And that completes step 7. For step 8, you'll need the following parts. You'll need these, as well as these 5 M3x15 screws, and these 2 M2.5x10 screws. And that completes step 8. For step 9, you'll need the following. You'll need 5 more of these M3x15s and 2 more of these M2.5x10s. And that completes step 9. For step 10, you'll need the following. Alright, that completes step 10. For step 11, you'll need these 6 M2.5 by 10 screws. And that completes step 11. For step 12, you need the following. You'll need 6 more or 8 more of these little tiny cap head screws. And that completes step 12. For step 13, you'll need the following. You'll need these 6 M3x15 screws. That completes step 13. Actually, I think that probably completes both step 13 and 14. For step 15, you'll need the following parts. You'll need 4 more of these tiny cap head screws and these 2 M3x10 screws. Alright, that completes step 15. And we've got an interior in the cab. I'll probably take it apart again to add a figure later, or driver. But for right now, this will do. For the wheels and tires, you'll need the parts from bag J. For step 1 of the wheels and tires, you'll need 4 sets of wheels and tires, as well as 2 rings for each wheel, and 12 M2x12 cap head screws for each wheel. Alright, we've got the bead locks onto the wheels and tires, and now we are just ready for putting on the hubs for step 2. For step 2 of the wheels and tires, you'll need the following. You'll need 4 of these lock nuts as well as 24 of these small cap head screws for the hubs. Alright, so when putting these wheels and tires on, basically what they want you to do is to put these between this locking ring here underneath, but it'd be hard to kind of change your tires and wheels all the time because you would have to unbolt these 6 bolts, then take this off, then take the wheel nut off, and then take the tire off. So I'm not going to bother putting these on, and I'm just going to put the wheels directly on with just the wheel nut. And you'll also have to use the provided tool to get these wheel nuts on. So before I continue on, I'll just take this one apart just to show you what goes into getting these caps on. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so if you want to use the wheel hubs, you would have to first take this and put it on the hub or on the portal. Then you would have to take this and attach it. Well, actually, you would have to take the wheel nut first. Go ahead and screw that on. Next thing you would have to do is to take this ring over here, put it over the hub like so, then line up your wheel like that, and then screw in the 6 bolts. And as you can see, that's a very tedious process to do every single time, especially if you want to kind of take your wheels off pretty often. So instead of dealing with one wheel nut, you'll have to deal with these 6 screws every single time you want to take these wheels off. And it's just something that I don't want to do. So anyhow, I'm just going to go back to just using the wheel nut without the hub cover. It's just too much of a pain for maintenance, and I'm fine with just having exposed wheel nuts. If anything, maybe I can find a wheel nut that will be just a screw-on over the current axle stub. Alright, so just eliminating the wheel hub, I'm going to go ahead and put this last tire on, or last wheel and tire on. Alright, and that completes step 2 of the wheel and tire assembly, right there. For the last step of this build, you'll need these following parts. Basically 3 body pins, the body pin tabs, and this hinge. Here's a look at the front hinge tab right there. It should be in this orientation. It'll go through this little hole here, right there. There's the tab, and the body pin will go through the little hole there. Alright, the rear body pins are in, as you can see, right there. And that is it. We are pretty much done. So I just need to add some decals to the body to give it that final detail, and after that we'll take a final look. Alright, we finally get a look at the completed Vanquish VS4-10 Phoenix build. This kit was really fun to put together. There's still a few things that I want to do to this rig before I'm happy with it. Mainly, I want to find a driver for the interior, as well as add some decals or details to the body. And of course, depending on how this rig drives, I will probably switch out the wheels and tires as well. But for now, enjoy this completed Vanquish VS4-10 Phoenix in the stock form. And let's go ahead and take a look. So overall, I think it came out pretty well. I can't wait to do more detailing to this rig. I definitely will make some videos on some of those details when I add them. But other than that, I am ready to take this out for a run and enjoy it and see how it goes. So I hope you enjoyed this Vanquish VS4-10 Phoenix build series. Stay tuned for further updates. I definitely will have some. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for future updates on this Vanquish VS4-10 Phoenix build. Thanks for watching.